A while back, I did an unboxing and a cleaning video of a prom queen dress. This is Joan from 1958 as prom queen of Manitowoc, Wisconsin. And this is Joanne's wedding dress. She decided she wanted to donate her wedding dress to me. And she and I actually spoke on the phone. We chatted for quite a while, and she is an absolute delight. I could have chatted with her on the phone all day. She had so many stories to tell, but long story short, she ended up leaving Manitowoc, Wisconsin right after graduation and moved to Houston. She got a job at the Houston Natural Gas Company, and walking distance from there was Neiman Marcus, and she was able to find this dress on a sale rack at Neiman Marcus, and it was, she said, the only one that fit her. And it was on sale for $100, which at that time was a lot of money, but wedding dresses cost a lot of money back then. And there's Joanne on her wedding in July of 1960. She paid for the dress in installments and was able to eventually get it paid off and wear it for her wedding day. It is made out of a sheer outer fabric, which I wasn't 100% sure if it was silk or if it was possibly cotton, and it appears to be silk. So I removed the bow to wash that separately, and retro wash is safe for silk, so I'm going to use that for an initial wash. Unfortunately, this dress did not have a lot of stainings. It just needed a general refresh. So I'm going to treat it gently as it is silk, and I'm using a mesh rack that I've custom made. It's just simply PVC pipe covered in athletic mesh. And I have two different sizes. This one that fits at the bottom of the tub, and then it just allows the silk to be handled more carefully because it is more prone to tearing when it's wet. And then I did the bow separately as well for that first soak. For the main soak, I'm using a product by the company Dirty Labs, and this one's formulated for silk, and it has some glycerin in it, which is helpful for removing stains and dirt on silk. And it has this cute little silicone measuring cap, and it just has for a sink basin size of how much you should use. It doesn't really give for as much as I'm using in the bath, so I'm just kind of guessing with the 15 milliliter amount. And I'm doing a fairly cool water temperature, and again using that bottom fitting mesh rack to gently kind of move it around. And this is a brief soak that we're doing for silk. You don't want to soak it too long. And then I put a little extra on. There was some surface dirt on the edge of a hem, which is quite common. And then throughout the course of that 15-minute soak, I'm just kind of gently moving it around to make sure everything is getting soaked and in the solution. Then I'm going to lift it out, and then I put it on my larger fabric-covered mesh rack. And I have a fabric sling that I use as well. And that's just a polyester kind of sheer fabric. It might even have been a curtain panel that I put twill tape corners on so that I can lift it in and out. And then let it drip for a while on the mesh rack, and then put it on another thing to drip for the rest of that. And then I do a towel roll to get the extra moisture out. And now for the bow, I'm putting it again separately. And I'm doing this so that you can kind of soak it in the position it's supposed to dry in, and then I rinse it in that same position and it can dry in that position. I dried it on a mannequin raised up on a tub to add to the airflow. So up next is that petticoat, and I think this petticoat in itself is absolutely adorable. It's just this beautiful garment that, is just never seen because it's underneath the garment, but I think it deserves its own little special shout out. So I let that air dry outside in the sun. And here's some of the detailing on that. It's got a dotted Swiss overlayer with a scalloped hem, trimmed in lace, and then there's little blue bows attached on the sides there, and then there's an open back. And now to finish the dress. When you soak a wedding dress, there's going to be a lot of pressing that has to be done, and it can easily take 1, 2, or more hours. So I've been lately just using water and misting it on because my iron was kind of driving me nuts with spitting out. So you just have to go slow and just work each area one at a time and look at how much better that bow looks. The dress did brighten up a little bit, more so the lace than the main part of the silk. But this, to me, is just a classic dress. Mid-century with the fullness at the hips. It's just got a little bit of detailing with that lace on the bodice. And then there is an additional row of the lace that draws the eye upward from that center skirt. I love the fullness of the skirt, and I'm so glad Joanne saved it all these years later.